Well, as the Bay City Rollers once said, it is Saturday night. Gooby, I know you're a big fan of the Bay City Rollers. And
Can you sing us a verse?
No, I'm not going to sing you a verse. The Angels trying to snap their 4-game losing streak tonight from the Big A. It is game 2 of this 3-game set. We welcome you inside our broadcast booth and back to Angels baseball here on Fox Sports West, along with Mark Gubiza. I'm Victor Rojas. It has been a tough stretch for the Angels here at home, not just during this homestand here, but all season long. And it's kind of a weird thing considering the Angels have always played very good baseball here at home. They've hit well, they've pitched well, but this year it's a complete opposite. 9-1 out on the road and still struggling here at home.
Yeah, Victor, when you think about it, split 10 games at home, 10 games on the road, and the difference has really been dramatic when you think about how many runs the difference is on the road as compared to home. That's over almost 2.5 runs per game better on the road. The batting average nearly 100. But the thing that really jumps out is the starters ERA at home over 8. On the road, less than 3, 2.83. So there's been some things that they need to do a little bit better. Obviously, it starts with Garrett Richards here tonight, putting up a 0.
Well, Garrett Richards on the mound for the Angels, as Gooby just mentioned. Derek Holland, former Texas Ranger, is on the mound for the San Francisco Giants. See if the Angels can get their bats going. No Shohei Ohtani in the lineup tonight, and no Buster Posey for the San Francisco Giants. A late scratch, Pablo Sandoval in for them. We're just about ready for baseball here at the Big A. Sit back and relax. Going to bring you the lineups and the first pitch when we return. Driven out to deep left field, a no-doubter. Big fly for Albert Pujols, and the Angels are back on top. This is brought to you by the new 2019 Jeep Cherokee. Embrace every new opportunity with a redesigned exterior and 31 highway MPG. Test drive one today. By Mercury Insurance, we're on a mission to save you money. Log on to mercuryinsurance.com to get a fast free quote and see how much you can save. And by your SoCal Mazda dealers. Beautiful night for baseball here at the Big A. It is a warm, muggy night. 80 degrees currently here in Southern California. And we were talking about the struggles that the Angels have had offensively as Garrett Richards gets ready for tonight's start.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Let's get there. How about Mike Trout?
Mike Trout and Albert Pujols getting hot again. It's worthy of a Carlos Cam replay. These two batters in particular have great career numbers as far as power numbers against Derek Allen on the hill here tonight for San Francisco. A double for Albert. Career hit number 2991, but Mike Trout is able to get into that baseball and drive that one out to left center field, his 7th home run of the season. So the two of them together, swing the bats late. Very important to be able to get those bats going. It was definitely worthy of a Carlos Cam replay.
Yeah, the offense and the pitching, it's just a double whammy that the Angels can't seem to get out of it. Hopefully it's Garrett Richards leading the charge here tonight. Let's take a look at Bruce Bochy's lineup for the San Francisco Giants, game number 20, and with the victory last night, they find themselves at 8-11 on this season. A little different looking lineup with Joe Panik leading things off at second base. Gregor Blanco's in center field. Andrew McCutcheon's in right. Pablo Sandoval, we mentioned, replacing Buster Posey, a late scratch. He's at DH. You got Brandon Belt, who turned 30 last night. He's at first base. Evan Longoria at third. Mac Williamson, who homered last night, is in left field. Brandon Crawford gets to start tonight at shortstop. And Nick Hundley homered, had a big game last night for the San Francisco Giants. He's batting ninth tonight doing the catching. Garrett Richards making his 5th start of the season. 2-0 currently with a 3.6 plus ERA.
Well, he also has, he's got the punch out work, and he's got 24 of them in 20 innings pitched so far. But the real thing that jumps out is the walk total so far for G. Rich. He's got to clean that up. My go-tos for him to be successful here tonight is good mechanical balance. He worked hard on that in between starts with Charles Nagy down in the bullpen, and run that fastball down in the strike zone. He's been elevating some fastballs and had a tough time keeping that in the strike zone. It becomes more hittable when it's elevated as compared to down in the strike zone.
Check out the defense for the Angels tonight. It'll be Upton, Trout, and Young in the outfield from left to right. Cozart and Simmons on the left side. Kinsler, Marte on the right. Rene Rivera behind the plate.
And speaking of keep that fastball in the lower part of the strike zone, you have a great second baseman there in Ian Kinsler. 1,636 career games at second base. That's the 3rd most. It's active second baseman Robinson Cano. Chase Utley, the other. 0 errors in 20 chances. We talked about it last night. 86 defensive runs saved in the last 7 seasons for Ian Kinsler at second base.
Joe Panik ready to lead things off. You're mentioning the walks for Garrett Richards. It's interesting in that when you look at the whip, that's walks, hits divided by innings pitched, the highest it's been for him since 2012. And he's still throwing the ball exceptionally well. It's just been that one inning where things kind of have snowballed on him. First one tonight is upstairs for ball 1. First pitch is brought to you by Simpson Chevy.
That was a pretty good pitch. Good movement, 96 to try to keep that down in the strike zone. It'll be important for Garrett Richards tonight.
Two balls and no strikes.
It's 2 pitches in the upper part of the strike zone, not called. But again, for Garrett Richards to be successful, think low in the strike zone.
That'll be called a strike. 2-1. Joe West calling the balls and strikes tonight. He's the crew chief. Doug Eddings at first. Marty Foster at second. Mark Rippinger over at third base. Panik hitting .273. 3 home runs, 4 runs batted in. Giants second baseman slices this one foul. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
That's good life on a fastball. When you're a hitter and you're in a fastball count and you're late, it's a pretty good indication how good that fastball is for Richards. Had that conversation with him the other day after his bullpen session. He says he feels 100% on the health side. It's a matter of going back to the old ways of not overthrowing the baseball.
This one down toward left center field, slicing away from Trout. He's still calling for it, and in left field makes the catch.
Well, he did come up as a left fielder at one point early in his career. Decided to play left field tonight.
Upton was shading toward the foul line. But Trout has had to track it the whole way.
Remember one point Peter Borges was in center and Trout was in left. He decided to give it a shot at left field. He wanted to improve on defensive metrics.
Yep. Hence the that was the birth of the Trout farm in the left field corner, right?
Yes.
So 1 out. Gregor Blanco, center fielder, at the plate. And he promptly looks at a strike. 12th game for Blanco. Did not play last night. Hitting .370, 10 for 27. 2 doubles, 1 RBI, .433 on base percentage. Michael now 34 years of age. Spent last year with the Diamondbacks, 90 games. Second go round with the Giants. Was with them from 2012 through 2016. 1-1.
Good slider there. So far in this at bat, a fastball, curveball, slider. And one thing you're noticing so far with Richards, 96 on his fastball. That's all he needs with movement. Sometimes he thinks in terms of 99 to 100, and it looks good when we show that as far as velocity, but location hasn't been there with that 99 to 100.
He ended up picking up a win in his last start in Kansas City. That was on the 14th. Almost got him to chase. He was perfect through 4 innings. Then he walked Lucas Duda, threw a couple of wild pitches in that inning. A single to Orlando, another walk to Goins, and then got out of it by throwing a double play ball to get through 5. Then he was done.
Still said that so many times. He is a ground ball pitcher that can strike people out. I know sometimes that goes against what we're seeing in baseball now.
Chopper to the right side, and that's Simmons with the shift on. 2 down.
And in the age of swing and miss percentages, he has that capability, but he also has the capability to get some quick ground ball out, especially with this infield defense.
Andrew McCutchen, .213 average, hit his 3rd home run last night, takes a strike.
Good slider there from Richards. He didn't overthrow it. 88-mile-an-hour sharp slider. Get ahead of the count.
McCutchen last night 1 for 4.
How often would we say that if you're able to throw a slider for a strike, you're going to get swings like that? The very next pitch, a slider, the swing and miss slider.
Out toward right field. Long run for Chris Young into the corner. Not going to get there, and it goes foul. Just did slice foul at the last second.
Doug Eddings right down there. Got a perfect view. Right down in that corner. And just foul. Great camera work there to be able to pick that one up. Hyundai key for this game tonight for the Angels and Garrett Richards to be successful. A little Naz and Diddy. Hate me now. Have that aggressive attitude. Sometimes we see that from Richards where he, with his stuff, just go out there and compete. Same thing with the offensive side. Don't give anybody any credit, both at the plate and on the mound here tonight, for the Angels to be successful against the Giants.
Everything's been away against McCutchen. This one's inside. He rolls it foul. Still at no balls and 2 strikes.
Derek Holland. You know, he's had his struggles in the 1st inning. We're going to talk about with Richards in the 5th inning so far this season, but Derek Holland has really struggled in the 1st as he's looking on to see if he gets some early help from his offense.
Down goes McCutchen, and for the first time in 1 week, an Angels starter's retired the side in order in the 1st. Scoreless as we head to the bottom of the 1st.
We'll look at Mike Scioscia's lineup for game number 21. The Angels, with the 4-game losing streak, find themselves at 13-7. At the start of the day, a half game back of the Astros in the West. And it'll be Kinsler, Trout, Upton in the top third of the order. Pujols, Cozart, Simmons in the middle third. Then you've got Marte, Young, and Rivera rounding out the starting 9. And that starting 9 is going to take on the left-hander, native of Newark, Ohio. He's 31 years of age, and it's Derek Holland.
Yeah, off to a kind of a slow start, especially in the first inning. But if he gets by the first inning, he cruises. But my go-tos for him, for the Angels to be successful against Derek Holland today, will really be jumping on that curveball. And Mike Trout has had some success. Mentioned Albert Pujols in the opening also, both with successful swings against that curveball.
Holland's guy doesn't waste a whole lot of time, delivers a strike on Ian Kinsler.
It's in his ERA in the first inning so far, 18. A batting average against him in the first inning of 545 batting average.
Making his 4th start of the year for the Giants after signing a minor league deal in the offseason. That one missed inside. 2-1.
These two familiar with each other, teammates for a number of years down in Texas. His numbers in the first inning and batting average and earned runs, but after that point, though, really settles in. Important to score early.
Popped up. Conley gets rid of the mask. 1 down. Take a look at the defensive side of things for San Francisco. It's Williamson, Blanco, and McCutchen in the outfield. Longoria, Crawford, Panic, and Belt around the infield from third to first. We just mentioned Hundley behind the plate.
Longoria picked up his 3rd Gold Glove last season when he was a member of the Tampa Bay Rays. His 3rd in his career. Also won a Gold Glove back in 2009 and 2010 for the Long Beach State product.
It's a long time between Gold Gloves. 2010, 2017. Here's Trout. They play the shift on him with 3 infielders on the left side. Trout homered last night, had a couple of hits, 2 for 3. 1-1.
And Holland not overpowering with his fastball like he once was. He's 89-93. He'll throw a slider, curve, and changeup.
Two balls and a strike. Holland spent last year with the White Sox. 29 games, 26 starts, 7-14 with a 6.20 ERA, and then spent this offseason working with pitching guru Tom House. Giants gave him an opportunity as a minor league deal, and then found himself in the rotation with the injuries to Bumgarner and Samardzija.
That's that curveball that they've had success against. Batting average of 279 hitters have had in their career against his curveball, with 36 home runs allowed, 273 this season. I'm like Trout fan, as there's plenty of them here tonight.
That is adorable. Upton on deck. And that's ripped to left and headed toward the corner. Extra bases for Trout as the ball trickles off the wall. Williamson will scoop it up, and Mike is on board with his 4th double of the season.
Well, you talk about bringing your hands inside on that baseball right there. What a swing that was for Mike Trout. Had their slow curveball earlier in the at bat. He's got that foot down. He brings his hands inside. He's able to hook that one right down in the corner. It's a pitch inside. Not able to quite to get his arms extended, but when you're that quick with your hands and able to barrel up on that one, picks up his 4th double, a 11th extra base hit of this young season.
Here's Upton. 250 batting average. Just missed getting a grand slam last night. That was in the 5th inning. Justin now 1 for 18 with the men in scoring position this year. This after hitting .336 in those scenarios last year. It's 3 doubles, 4 home runs, 11 runs batted in. Angels last night 0 for 5 with men in scoring position. Fouls this one back.
Good swing there for Upton.
Well, you alluded to it in the in the open, talking about the differences for this ball club at home versus out on the road. It's amazing. I can't tell you the last time that I saw a .214 batting average for a team at home for the Angels in this ballpark.
I mean, it's not necessarily known as a home run hitting ballpark, but it is with the gaps. You're going to get that batting average well up there in the 270, 280 range when you're hitting well at home here for this club. And you notice Trout was running quite a bit last night, the Giants. Derek Holland with the spin move back. Not easy to steal a base against when the runner's at first, but certainly it's much easier to steal against a lefty at second base.
Down it in.
Slide step, quick pitched him.
You want to talk about how good the Angels were going prior to the Red Sox starting this homestand, especially with men in scoring position. The Angels were hitting .307 at the start of the homestand. They've gone 3 for 23 in such scenarios and have dropped their batting average to .283. Two one. 2-2.
And what we've seen pitchers against Upton of late, especially after a break ball in the dirt, they'll try to run that high fastball against him, see if he can make that adjustment and hit that ball hard the other way.
Full count. One out, double for Trout. He's in scoring position. Albert's on deck. No score. We're in the bottom of the first.
You think, Victor, a breaking ball here, 3-2?
It's either that or what they've done to Justin of late is really pounded fastballs up in the zone. They went inside and locked him up. 2 outs. I think he was looking off speed.
That's one thing we've always noticed about Derek Holland. He will pitch inside to right-handed batters. He's not afraid to go inside and throw a strike, and he did on that one at 91. It's not 95, 96 like it used to be, but when you go in there and pitch inside with conviction against right-handed batters, that opens up the outer part of the plate for you.
Albert's average at .267. Holland makes him move his feet a little bit. Pujols DHing tonight with Marte getting to start at first. 1 for 4 last night and doubled in the 8th inning for Albert.
That's a pitcher making sure he doesn't miss on the inside corner. Albert Pujols with 4 home runs in his career versus Holland.
Shohei not in the lineup.
And his .381 batting average at home.
2 hits last night for Shohei. Albert now 9 hits shy of 3,000. He tied Hank Aaron for 11th all time on the doubles list last night. Now it's 624.
That's pretty cool company to be in for Albert.
The 1-0. Off speed low. 2 balls, no strikes.
Throughout his career, left-handed batters against Derek Holland, .246 batting average, .271 for right-handed batters. So far this season, though, lefties 0 for 8 against Derek Holland. So Shohei Ohtani not in the lineup.
First meeting.
Buster Posey originally in the lineup as a designated hitter, but had some back issues.
Tightness. Had to start at first base last night. Pitcher's pitch right there. Bottom part of the strike zone, 2-1.
2 strikes, you're going after that on a 2-0 count. No. You're looking for a better pitch to do some damage on. Good take by Albert.
Panic almost up the middle, trying to keep Trout close to the bag. Off speed, lifted to center. A lot of off-speed pitches from Derek Holland here in the bottom of the first inning. The Angels get a man in scoring position and leave him stranded. We'll head to the second. Scoreless.
Putting it together in Burlington, the Burlington Bees last night, 28-7 victory, including 2 grand slams. Brandon Marsh and Joe Adele, 2 big, huge prospects for the Angels. I think he had 5. He scored 5 or more runs in 4 different innings during that game for the Burlington Bees, the A affiliate for the Angels. 2 outstanding prospects, by the way. Marsh and Adele, those guys can play. Power and speed.
Joe, the Angels first-round pick last year.
Marsh, second-round pick 2 years ago.
Yeah. Pablo Sandoval leading things off. Got into the game as a pinch hitter late last night. Ended up striking out. No balls, 2 strikes. Sandoval hitting 190. 1 double, 1 home run, 4 runs batted in.
One of the few batters in this lineup. It's a number of at-bats, not many. I'm going to say 3 at-bats with some success. 2 for 3 for Sandoval against Richards. First career appearance against San Francisco for Richards. It's been very good in interleague play, 4-2 with a 1.42 ERA.
Talk about tying him up.
So far, Victor looks like he's under control. Granted, still early in the game, but he's staying back.
Second inning. Well, that came up and hit him again. 1-2. Garrett retired the side in order in the first inning with a strikeout of McCutcheon. Bruce Bochy in his 12th season at the helm of the Giants. 24 consecutive seasons as the manager. We got let go by the Padres after they finished first. The Giants brought him to San Francisco's that one just off the plate. 2-2.
Boy, Jose Mota had a chance to talk to him for the pregame show today, and he's, you know, he flat out asked him about being known as a player's manager. He just says he just likes, you know, being part of that group, the players, and trusting in them. Be honest with them.
Sandoval is swinging a miss, and the ball gets away, so it's a strikeout wild pitch and a man at first base.
5th wild pitch of the season so far for Richards. That's a tough one to block if you're a catcher. Sharp break a ball right in the dirt, the spin. See how that ball spin right by the plate area and spins off the body. Got right off the plate, and it was a different direction than Rivera was anticipating that slider going. Hits the plate, spins away from him, ends up being a wild pitch, even though he punched him out.
There's Brandon Belt. 255 batting average. Had the night off last night. And this is going to go off the glove of Rivera, an overthrown pitch. I imagine that's a wild pitch. How much Rivera could do on that one. And it is.
That fastball is overthrown, especially very difficult when you're anticipating a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, lower part of the strike zone, trying to reach up and catch that. No matter how quick you are behind the plate, that's almost impossible to catch.
That'll even up the count.
That's a good decision by Rivera to put down a breakable after an overthrown fastball like that. Best way to get back under control is a breakable, because it forces yourself as a pitcher to stay back longer over the pitching rubber.
Belt now 30 years of age, all-star back in 2016. 18 home runs a season ago. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 5th round pick by the Giants in 09 out of University of Texas. Take a look at the defense. Simmons up the middle. Sandoval reaching on the strikeout wild pitch, and then taking second on the second wild pitch. Two.
Good fastball. It's hard to really put a big time shift on against Richards because he throws so firm. Fastball is going to be 94 to 99 range. His average fastball so far this season coming in the game 95.9 miles per hour, and then a hard slider. The only off-speed pitch he'll throw is a slower curveball, and that's going to be 80 to 82 range.
That's out toward right center field. Young, Trout at the track, at the wall, off the glove, and that is gone. A home run for Brandon Belt. It's been called a home run, so the play doesn't matter. Ball went off the glove of Trout, off the top of the wall, and so it's going to be 2-0 San Francisco.
Fourth home run of the season for Belt. And Trout went a long way, leaps up at the wall, timed to leap perfectly. And just off the wall, as he hits the wall, it gets jarred loose and hits the top of the wall for a home run.
Yep.
It was the force of the body against the wall that jarred the baseball out of the glove.
That is something that has stood out in this homestand. The long ball given up by Angels pitchers. Belt hits his 4th. The Angels play from behind yet again. Evan Longoria, 231 on the year. He's ahead of the count at 2 balls, no strikes.
And the odd thing for Richards, that's his 4th home run he has allowed this season. Something he generally does not do a whole lot of as far as allowing the long ball.
That is hammered foul.
And you're going to get swings like that against you when you're behind in the count.
Longoria last night 1 for 4 with a double and a couple of strikeouts. Now he's got himself a 3-1 count. That's ripped into left field, a base hit.
Keep in mind, coming in this game, Longoria against Richards in his career, 1 for 11. Now 2 for 12.
Experience Angels baseball from some of the best seats in the house. Get tickets to the Lexus Diamond Club and enjoy exclusive benefits like going to the Lexus Diamond Club restaurant and lounge. For more information, call 888-796-HALO or just go to angels.com as Charles Nagy makes his first visit of the night. 2-0 San Francisco. We're in the second. Angels have been out homered 15-2 on this homestand. They have yet to hold a lead. Mac Williamson called up yesterday. He contributed a 2-run home run, ended up going 1 for 4. 27-year-old North Carolina native. Back in left field tonight. The first one's in for a strike. This one out to shallow right. Kinsler's got to go out. Young's got to come in. Chris Young calling for it. One down.
That's good communication from the get-go by Chris Young, calling off Ian Kinsler, so he's able to get out of the way. They have a clear path to that short fly ball in the right field. See how far he's got to go. He's playing deep. Calls off Kinsler to allow them that path right there to make the play. Much easier coming in on the baseball as an outfielder as compared to going back as an infielder.
One out, one on. It's Crawford taking a big rip at that first pitch.
Well, so far in this homestand, Victor, opponents have scored 25 of their 37 runs via the home run. That's 68% of the runs scored via the home run.
I'd put some money on the fact that it was probably hitter's count too that led to the home run. 0-1.
Yeah, when you think about it, it's so unusual for Richards to give up home runs. He only allowed 54 home runs in his career. So far this season, though, he's given up 4 with that home run tonight. Tropiano pitched last in this series, and Andrew Heaney giving up the long ball in his last 2 starts.
Down goes Crawford on 3 pitches, 2 outs.
But that being said, when it happens, you make a mistake, you move forward. You got to get back into that mindset quickly. I got to put up some zeros from now on. That's a hard, sharp slider from Richards to get a very good hitter out. And Crawford with the swing and miss. So 2 strikeouts in this inning. For 1 reach on a wild pitch and eventually scored on the home run.
Nick Hundley, the catcher, hitting .222 on the year. 2 for 3 game last night with 2 RBIs, a double and a home run. Also drew a walk. Ground ball back up the middle, and that'll sneak through for a base hit. Back to the top of the order now, Joe Panik.
It's a big moment, even though it's early in the game. And we've seen some big innings going against the Angels in this homestand. So Richards has to be able to limit the damage here now.
Panik with a fly ball to left field. Actually, it was in left field. It was Trout that caught it, though. 0 for 1. 2-0. 2-run home run by Brandon Belt off the glove of Trout out in right center field over the short wall. Longoria at second, Hundley at first. Panik flips one foul.
Nice play.
Broken bat. New lumber. Long second for Garrett Richards. And is in there for a called strike 3, and down it goes Panik, but San Francisco strikes first. 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the second. Bottom of the second, Halos play from behind, 2-0. Trout and Soch are talking things over. Mike obviously talking, Trout that is, to Soch that the ball hit the top of the fence, but it's a home run with the new wall. Here's a look at the replay. Now, if the ball doesn't touch the fence there and comes back into play, I think he's got a beef that the ball stayed in the ballpark.
Once it stayed on that top ledge of that wall where the yellow line is, it's a home run. But almost made an outstanding play. He had to go a long way, timed his jump perfectly. But when he collided with the wall, it jarred the baseball out of his glove.
0-2 count on Zach Cozart. He had the night off last night. Back at third base, hitting .247. Ground ball left side. Longoria's got it. Again, the Angels continue to try to pull Derek Holland on the soft stuff. He picks up a ground ball for the first out here in the second, and the struggles for Cozart continue against left-handed pitcher. Just picked up his first hit against a lefty earlier in the homestand. Now just 1 for 15.
We were talking earlier when in our graphics about success on the road, especially beginning part of the season in general. Really, it was a lower part of the lineup. It was very, very successful. It's going to need to get that started right now. Anderson Simmons with a .293 batting average.
Ball and a strike. Anderson, .293. Hitless last night, drew a walk.
Simmons 5 for 13 in his career versus Holland.
That walk for Anderson last night is 10th. He's second on the team behind Trout at his 14.
And he was looking for a pitch up. I just ran off the plate up. Really shown some great patience over the last year plus. Talked about those 47 walks last year, career high. You mentioned 10 now so far this season. Very patient at the plate.
Popped up behind the plate. 2 outs. Hey, let's take a look at the best seats in the house, brought to you by Jerome's.
Good view right there from those seats here at the Big A.
Two outs, nobody on. Jeffrey Marte coming up. Start tonight over at first base. Pujols DH. Jeffrey on the season, 7 for 19, .364 batting average. 3 doubles, a triple, no home runs, and 4 runs batted in. Two down. Holland, a 16-game winner with Texas back in 2011. 12-game winner in 2012, 10 in 2013. Then kind of started to skid a little bit, and a couple of injuries that knocked out his 2014 campaign. 3-0 hack, a 2-1 hack, I should say.
And the big thing is everyone's trying to hit a ball 500 feet to stay back. Talk about those quiet, easy hands and approaches at the plate. Being important against Holland. Use the middle of the field against him. If he makes a mistake in, then you can turn on it. And another good pitch inside by Derek Holland. One of his favorite players all time, Andy Pettit. same thing, would live inside with that cutter and then slider down and in against right-handed batters.
Full count. Halos with the loss now, 11-18 all time against the San Francisco Giants in interleague play. Swept last year, pardon me, 3 seasons ago up in San Francisco. Payoff. That's driven out toward left field. That ball's got some sound and some distance. Williamson back. That is gone. Big fly for Jeffrey Marte, his first of the season. And the Angels get on the board down 2-1.
Something we saw a lot of early home run power for the Angels. Trout with a home run last night. Now Marte here with a home run here in the bottom of the second to pull the Angels within 1 run. Again, the bottom of the lineup production coming through. Marte, often with solid start batting average wise, picked up that first home run. And that launch angle, that lift from Marte against Holland. Second home run Holland has allowed this season. This went a long way over the 390 sign.
Chris Young takes a pitch upstairs for ball 1.
5th extra base hit for Marte this season.
2 balls, no strikes. Chris Young getting to start out in right field. 4 for 13 this year. 1 double, 1 home run, 3 runs batted in.
Small sample size, but 2 for 5 in his career versus Holland.
3-0.
That baseball went a long way. Marte.
Very little breeze tonight on this warm night here in Southern California.
I haven't said that too often of late. This is warm and humid today.
Especially considering earlier this week how cool it got at night. 3-1. Full count.
It's almost the exact same pitch he got Justin Upton out, called 3rd strike. And it was in the strike zone, both of them. Joe West behind the plate.
It's a Young calling for time because Holland's one of those guys that kind of likes to keep the up-tempo going. 3-2 now. How's this one back?
Nice play by a fan. Right below us. Wonderful come back in with a fastball. Shook off a couple pitches. Good at bat working here. Another good play. Fan brought the glove.
Snow cone and everything. Love it.
Yes.
Take a picture just like that. There it is. Captured.
Outstanding play.
Another foul. Let's see if someone can catch this one.
A lot of pressure too. There's already been 2 foul balls caught in this at bat by Chris Young.
That was on the ricochet of someone's body. A catch nonetheless, though.
Yes.
Good battle here. Another payoff. Another foul.
If only we were in Baltimore, we'd be here now. Give that fan a contract.
That's it. Foul back.
The effort was there.
Yeah.
Next pitch will be the 11th of this at bat. Already 11 pitches. The next would be the 12th.
Draws the walk. No, he takes a called strike 3, and it got the bottom part of the zone for the 3rd out. But the Angels do get on the board. Jeffrey Marte with his first home run of the season. 2-1 San Francisco as we head to the 3rd.
We talk about creating that lift out launch angle, and Marte did so. Angels down by 1.
The 2-run home run. Jeffrey Marte with a solo shot. 2, 3, and 4 coming up for the Giants. Blanco, McCutchen, and Sandoval. Garrett with 4 strikeouts, no walks, 3 hits allowed. By the way, the Jeffrey Marte home run, 412 feet. 6 miles per hour off the bat.
Launch angle on that one, he had a pretty good launch
30.
angle. Yes.
30 degrees. Belts was pretty high as well. It wasn't too high, it was just high enough.
Just high enough. Not too high.
Blanco grounded out in the first inning, 0 for 1. Good crowd on a Saturday night, saying the sellouts for tonight, tomorrow. Giants always seem to draw well. Sorry, Goo.
One of those backup sliders. Yeah, quite a few Giant fans.
Yeah, especially if you go to spring training at Scottsdale Stadium, home of the Giants.
That's a fun time.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
That's a great ballpark.
Yeah, when you can walk to from Old Town to Scottsdale Stadium and back to Old Town after the game.
Yeah, that's a good time.
It's dangerous in a good way. Full count. Got him. Down goes Blanco, 1 out.
Now let's take a look at We Make It Easy, brought to you by SoCal Toyota. Pitch by pitch against Andrew McCutchen by Richards in the first. Is able to establish that slider for a strike, and then he gets him to chase off the plate. Then fastball, late swing, followed by another fastball in. So that when you start looking fastball, then he throws that nasty wipeout slider to get a swing and miss. Great pitch, great sequence by Richards last time against a very good hitter in Andrew McCutchen.
Almost got in trouble on that one pitch he elevated with 2 strikes that McCutchen shot toward the corner.
Because he shortened up on his swing, which
Yeah.
a good hitter will do. down and away, you're not hitting that ball that far.
Three balls, no strikes with Sandoval on deck. Four-pitch walk. I think he's trying to overthrow with breaking ball. First free pass he's issued tonight. Sandoval reached on the wild pitch. He struck out. Ball got away from Rivera. Scored on the belt home run.
Well, while wearing that Giant uniform, a very productive hitter in those big moments. That's a great pitch. That's one of those unhittable fastballs right on the outside corner at the knees. Our good friend, the Hall of Famer Jim Palmer, still said that is absolutely the best pitch in baseball right there. All you can do is hit that ball on the ground. McCutchen with 3 stolen bases this season. That's a pretty big lead, 12-foot lead.
0-1.
Generally, the biggest lead we've seen so far is anywhere between 12 and 13-foot leads. Richards quick to the plate, not easy to steal against. He's allowed 1 stolen base and 1 attempt this season. Rivera's thrown out about 36% of base stealers throughout his career.
Two balls and 1 strike.
Good motion count now for the Giants. Who's Bochy? He put a hit and run on. There's some sort of motion right here for McCutchen at first. He started,
yeah,
and stopped.
Sandoval late swing at the bat.
He almost felt as if there was something on.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. McCutchen working the 4-pitch walk with 1 out here in the 3rd. 2-1 San Francisco.
That's a call from the bench, a step off. See if you can see or read anything out of that. Hoping for one of those strike him out, throw him outs.
Doesn't go. Just got a piece of it. See Sandoval kind of taking some late hacks, not reading the spin of the baseball. And it's tough sometimes when Garrett's got that slider going to pick up that rotation.
See if Richards get one of those ground balls at an infielder. Got 2 double plays turned behind him so far this season.
Another big lead for McCutchen at first base. Full count. About to throw his 60th pitch. 15 in the first, 28 in the second. 16 so far here in the 3rd. Catch and goes. 3-2, bounce foul.
Cutchin still runs well. 3 stolen bases so far this season.
Takes off again, throw down to second, a good one, and got him. Strike him out, throw him out, double play.
That's not an easy baseball to catch and throw for Rivera. 36% in his career. Add that on with a perfect throw to second. The top tier play brought to you by Arco. Rene Rivera behind the plate, talk about how quick that pop time is and his arm strength. Throws him out. Andrew McCutcheon trying to steal his fourth bag of the season. Rivera says no chance, strike him out, throw him out, finish off the inning, and of course he's also leading off the inning.
Well, his throws down to second base have been spectacular, especially that one in Kansas City. His little bouncer toward third. Longoria retires Rivera. 1 out to start this third inning on 1 pitch. Top of the order now coming up.
2.05 pop time for Rivera. Richards was pretty excited about that throw by Rivera. Yeah, they had that anywhere, a couple different publications, 1.6 pop time that finished off the game in Kansas City, 1.83, which is way faster than the average.
Ian hits one out towards center field, chasing Blanco back, and just shy of the track, he'll haul it in. For out number 2.
And now it's time for the Kia Drive to Success with Mike Trout coming to the plate. What he's been able to accomplish as far as that on-base percentage in his last 2 seasons. He's led the American League in that category. 5 players have ever led the AL in 3 or more straight seasons. Look at the names there. Ty Cobb, Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, Ted Williams, and Wade Boggs. Trout. Verified names and categories in the history of the game. The ball was hit very well by Kinsler.
Yep. Trout doubled into the corner and left. And he'll shoot one out toward deep left center field. Headed toward the rocks. Incoming! Big fly for Mike Trout. We're tied at 2.
Well, What did we say in the opening about the need for Trout to get rolling? A double, now a home run, ties the game up. His 8th home run, 6th home run in his last 12 games for Trout. Pitch down. Anytime a pitch is in that lower part of the strike zone, it is going to be hit hard and it's going to be hit far. And Trout did exactly that. Heading out to the Rocks.
Halfway to the cycle. Double and a home run.
He's been there before here with the Big A. Getting hot now, Mike Trout. Matter of fact, got the batting average now over 300.
So Holland gets the first 2 outs on 2 pitches. Trout jumps on the 4th one here in the 3rd for a blast. 2-2 game. Upton 0 for 1. He struck out looking. His first inning plate appearance. He wanted 2 strikeouts for Holland.
Now 30 home runs as a team for the Angels. Talk with Paul Sorrento, just the hitting coach. "12 extra base hits so far this season for Trout. So far, it's been a struggle versus lefties this season for Upton. That's something that's not been the case throughout his career. Been very, very good versus left-handed pitching. That's the pitch. He's had a tough time. The changeup and backdoor curveball. Then when he starts looking that part of the plate, they'll rush a fastball upstairs.
See, Holly got around that breaking ball. Full count. Pujols on deck.
Good swing at a curveball.
Different type of pitcher, Derek Holland, and we've seen in the past where he was a guy who was always kind of came right after you. If he's going to get beat, he's going to get beat with the hard stuff. A lot more changeup, a lot more breaking ball, slow stuff.
We talked about hitters having success against curveball. That was a curveball that Trout hit out.
Got him with a high fastball down. Goes Upton. That'll do it for the Angels. But Mike Trout hits his 8th home run of the season. Halos now tied with the Giants at 2.
Pretty good indication how strong he is on a curveball down.
Solo home runs by Marte and Trout. Belt, who homered in the second, leads things off against Garrett Richards. Late on the fastball. Home run that Belt hit, a 2-run shut off the glove of Trout. This is his 4th of the year. Now with 9 runs batted in. This is the inning in which you want a quick inning. Get out of it, get the guys back in the dugout. Breaking ball lifted out toward left center. Trout calling for it.
Again, good communication there.
1 down. Hey, join the Angels Thursday, May 3rd. Baltimore Orioles in town at 7:07. Fans in attendance will receive a festive poncho courtesy of Wamba Grill as opposed to a non-festive type. For more information, go to angels.com.
I can't wait.
I didn't know there was such a distinction.
Yes, I can't wait.
Well, that is rather festive.
Yeah, it is. We might have to put that on even before that day, or at very least for our opening.
What's the date of that game? I want to make sure I'm prepared for the festive one. May 3rd.
May 3rd.
Getting us ready for Cinco de Mayo.
Yes.
That'd be, see, that's when the real festivities begin.
Yes.
It's a precursor.
Yes. Get you ready.
Longoria with a single his first time up.
By the way, the launch angle on that home run for Trout, 31 degrees. We saw that with Marte at 30 degrees. Trout hit that ball 415 foot. Shot this left center field. What was Marte, 412?
Yeah, I think so. Let me look it up. Ground ball through the hole. Longoria with 2 hits. Went down and got it. So 1 hit in his career against Garrett Richards coming into play tonight. He's got 2 tonight. Yeah, Marte is 412. So Mac Williamson steps in, the left fielder. Lifted 1 out to right. His first time up, so he's 0 for 1.
Good sharp slider there too. It's back-to-back solid pitches for Richards.
No balls, 2 strikes. The 6th time in this game that Garrett has gotten ahead 0-2. Jammed him, popped him up. Marte's going back on it. Trout's really good pitch.
That's one of those pitches, if you're going to go inside against Williamson, you have to make sure you don't miss out over the plate. And he located that perfectly and jammed him, popped him up. Yeah, that was a good job by Rivera. He's setting that target off the plate in. Located off the inside corner, making sure if he misses, it's going to be off the plate. Look how far he's off that inside corner, and he executed that pitch perfectly to jam him. Credit Richards and Rivera for that sequence.
Crawford's off 3 pitches in the second inning and went down swinging. 6 strikeouts for Garrett, 1 walk, 4 hits allowed. We're tied at 2. We're in the 4th. Crawford came in batting .228. 1 double, 1 triple, 1 home run, 2 runs batted in. Pride of Foothill High School and UCLA. Now 31 years of age.
Well, another outstanding defensive shortstop in this game. Two of the best. Crawford, Simmons.
All-Star back in 2015. Three-time Gold Glove Award winner. One-two from Garrett. Broken bat bounce to the third. Kozart to the backhand. And that'll do it. There's that quick inning. Is that bat stuck in the ground? Right to the bottom of the fourth inning, tied at 2.
Angels Baseball on Fox Sports West is brought to you by Hyundai. Get a great deal, more than a great deal on all new Hyundai vehicles. See your Hyundai dealer today. By Jack in the Box, try the new Cholula Buttery Jack, part of the Buttery Jack family, only at Jack in the Box. And by your Southern California Toyota dealers.
We're tied at 2 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Albert Pujols to lead things off against Derek Holland. Two-run home run for Brandon Belton. The Giants. The Angels have countered with 2 solo shots. Jeffrey Marte in the second. Mike Trout in the third. Both with 2 outs. Albert lifting one out to center field in his first at bat. Takes a strike.
Combined 827 feet of home run between Marte and Trout against Holland. Albert is 9 hits away from 3,000.
One down.
Three off-speed pitches in a row. Albert pulling off. You see the head moving.
Kozart 0 for 2. 2 outs.
Let's take a look at the league leaders, brought to you by Mercedes-Benz. Mike Scioscia, as far as managing with their current team, 19 years for Scioscia, 12 straight for Bruce Bochy. Buck Shulder with 9 with Baltimore. Ned Yost 9 with the Royals. Those seasons with their current team. Bruce Bochy's been managing forever. It seems to be consecutive years. You mentioned what, 24
yep.
straight years being a manager in the big leagues. A player's manager, always has been.
It's a long time.
Yes.
Keep getting asked because Mike Scioscia the last year of his contract. You know, what's the situation? Will he continue? I think it's a personal thing. One, if the team wants you back.
Yes.
Two, I think after that much time, especially with the way the game has changed for managers and coaches, and the time that they've got to spend at ballparks and the like, that's a lot of time, a lot of hours away from the family. There's no question it's a great money and the like, but it's at a certain point in time you've got to figure out, all right, I'm going to take it on home.
Yeah, it used to be a time when you get on that bus at 3:30 or so and be able to get there 3-4 hours before games, and manager and coaching staff there like by 12:30, 1 o'clock every day for a day game.
Yeah, that's late.
Yes. You see that in the NFL, the coaches getting burned out, the amount of time they have to put in. And these two have been very, very successful. Both with a shot at going into the Hall of Fame. Both were solid players also.
Simmons shooting one inside the line. That's headed toward the corner. Third consecutive inning, the Angels have had an extra base hit with 2 outs. This time it's a double for Andrelton.
Six for 15 now in his career versus Holland with that double. 4th double of the season. 38 doubles last season, which was career high. Pitch away, went down and got it, hit it right down that right field line, shorten up on the swing, making contact. That's something he does very well, is make contact. McCutcheon did a nice job of going to that angle to cut that one off. If that gets around that corner like that, that could be real interesting with Simmons' speed. Nice play by McCutcheon to cut it off to keep him to a double.
There's Marte.
Home run swing going back in 2016, picking up his first home run of this season. His first at bat and only at bat so far against Holland tonight.
7 for 14 against left-handed pitching this year. Takes the pitch up and it's popped up. Nick Hundley's been busy tonight. This will be the 3rd pop-up, assuming he makes the catch. And interesting, but he does squeeze it for the 3rd out. As the Angels leave a man in scoring position. We're off to the 5th inning, the 2-2 game. Ford dealers. By Carl's Jr., the Western Bacon Cheeseburger is calling your name, little buddy. Pick it up. And by your Southern California Cadillac dealers.
That's still calling my name?
Yeah, it is calling your name. Always is.
Yes.
9-1-2 due up here. A 2-2 game. Taking a little while for Nick Hundley to come to the plate.
Joe West is calling Nick's name to get up there at the batter's box.
Looks like he's having a hard time. Like, is he stretching his back or something? Maybe on that last
Yeah,
play.
he fell back on that one too after catching that pop up.
Hundley had a base hit in the second, so he's 1 for 1.
And this has been the inning for Richards so far this season. He's really struggled with command. See if he's able to have a quick one here. Look at his ERA in this inning. 13.5 with 7 walks. All the other innings is 8 walks combined. So he's had a tough time with command in the 5th.
And that actually would have been ball 3 had it not been a check swing foul. Two balls, 1 strike. Nine, 1 and 2. Hundley, Panic, and Blanco.
That's a good pitch. Not one of those perfect fastballs on the outside part of the plate, or even a half a baseball off the corner. 78 pitches, 52 of them strikes for Richards tonight. And with a fastball like that, you have an opportunity now if you can stay on top of this slider and have it go break down and away. And with a curveball instead.
Three, 2. Just got a piece of it. Hundley's had some good at bats. Full count. And he got him to go.
That's that slider. I thought he might go the pitch before, but ended up getting him anyhow to chase that one off the plate. Good tight slider here from Richards. Stayed on top. The conventional slider, not that backup one, could not hold up on the swing. Boy, what a beautiful sky sunset here tonight at the Big A.
Ground ball. Marte's got it. That's like
the two-step over
like an
there.
NFL play or something.
Arco, quality top-tier gas for less.
Two outs. Nobody on for Gregor Blanco.
You almost have to smile with that one if you're Richards. You're over there at the bag, and Marte thought about flipping it to him. Then he said, nah, I'll shuffle on over to the first base.
No balls and a strike. Blanco, a ground out and a strikeout looking.
Upper part of the strike zone, and Joe West has not called that one tonight. He's been pretty consistent with his strike zone.
Base hit the other way. Good piece of hitting. So 2-out knock. Keeps the inning alive.
Yeah, Blanco off to a solid start. He stayed back, let that baseball travel very well on the outside part of the plate. It's a pretty good pitch. It's a good piece of hitting. Try to pull that. He's going to roll over and hit a ground ball to second.
Andrew McCutchen struck out in the first, walked in the third. The only free pass that Garrett has allowed. Single by Blanco. This is the 5th hit. Blanco for 1 as far as the stolen base category this year.
It's a pretty big lead. Very similar to the lead McCutchen had, 12 to 13 foot lead. Now you put McCutchen in a very good fastball hitters count.
(2-0) on the corner, 2-1. Blanco, the 2-out base hit, standing at first base. Again, off to a big lead.
That's that dangerous backup slider there. That's right into McCutchen's wheelhouse. You see how he was taking that after that. You let that pitch go by. Not the conventional slider. We talked about that for that backup one, and you can see him. He's tracking that right there. That's his zone where, especially with his lift he can create. That's a dangerous spot.
Foul tipped into the mid, hung on to by Rivera. And Richards racking up some strikeouts. Head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Tied at 2. On Fox, join Troy Aikman and Joel Klatt in Dallas for all the big picks. April 26th and 27th, live on Fox and NFL Network. Chris Young leading things off for the Angels here in the bottom of the fifth against Derek Holland. Richards has gone through 5.
It's a very important inning. He was able to get through and threw some good pitches there through the 5th inning for Richards.
8-9-1 for the Angels, and Young, Rivera, and Kinsler. Young had a prolonged plate appearance in the second. It was 12 pitches and resulted in a strikeout looking. Tied him up, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Last few innings a little more economical as far as the pitch count for Holland. First 2 he threw a lot. 46 pitches in the first couple of innings. Been pretty effective tonight so far. 47 strikes of those 71 pitches thrown.
And Young will go down swinging. 1 down. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Angels and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the account and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP.
Look for Rene Rivera to be very aggressive on the first pitch here. Put that fastball in his zone. Solid start the season, batting average .350.
Grounded out on 1 pitch in the 3rd inning. That's all he saw. Strikeout of Chris Young, the 5th punch out for Holland tonight. In for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kinsler on deck. Called strike 3. Rivera looking back at Joe West. Thought that pitch was down and in.
It's been called quite a bit by Joe West, and it has been in the strike zone. So the location inside that strike zone and called by Joe West.
So Holland picks up another strikeout, I should say. 6 on the night. Here's Kinsler.
Kinsler had a real good swing his last at bat against his former teammate.
Drove one out to center field, but it was tracked down by Blanco. He's behind in the count at 0-1. Holland's season high in punch outs 8 was 2 starts ago against the Diamondbacks. And on the hands, and this popped up on the infield. Longoria puts it away, and Holland has himself a 1-2-3 inning for the first time tonight. 5 in the books. Still tied at 2. Sports brought to you by Purple Bricks. Save thousands when you buy or sell your home. Go to purplebricks.com.
Top of the 6th inning. We're tied at 2.
Garrett Richards, 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 8 strikeouts, 1 walk. He's thrown 90 pitches.
A nice little visit. Billy
Billy
McDonald came into the booth.
That's right, the voice of the Lakers. All we need now is Dickie McGee to stop by.
Yes.
And then we'd have a Laker fiesta.
Yes.
Garrett's season high in punch-outs, 9. That was in his 2nd start. It's Cleveland. Sandoval, Belt, and Longoria, 4, 5, and 6 for San Francisco. Pablo Sandoval has struck out twice, did reach on a wild pitch in the 2nd and scored.
Good backdoor slider from Richards. That slider a little bit overthrown. That at 90. Jim Johnson warming up now in the bullpen for the Angels. Richards at 93 pitches.
Down goes Sandoval. Nope, pardon me, 2 down, 2-2. Thought he got him.
Good running fastball.
Well, it's a precursor to what's going to happen here on the next pitch.
One little Johnny Carson here.
Carson, yes. Yep, I have the envelope right here.
Yes.
Who's your daddy?
Yes.
Who's your daddy?
You are Johnny. Let's take a look at our Nissan pitch cast on that fastball. A running fastball from Richards. Sound pitch cast. What an outstanding pitch. 96. Good call. It's a late night talk show guy.
I'm here all night.
Yes.
Here's Brandon Belt. 2-run home run in the 2nd, hitting a fly ball left in the 4th.
I'll give you one of those left.
Go ahead, Mick.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
The shift on in the infield. Well, it's a pretty good life on his fastball in this inning, which is important to see from Richards.
You know what it looks like? It looks like a guy that wants to finish strong.
Yeah. Yep.
Emptying the tank, knowing this is going to be the last one. Two balls, 1 strike.
Birthday boy yesterday.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Going back to my Hyundai key for this game. Hate me now. Richards with that angry, aggressive nature so far, trying to finish off this 6th inning and continue to dominate, knowing the need for him to pitch deep in this game and effectively. He's got a good edge about him here tonight.
Two. Got him looking. 10 punch outs on the night for Garrett Richards. 2 outs.
I'll tell you what, you just look at his demeanor. He wants this tonight, knowing the importance of establishing himself as a #1, as an ace, and that's a perfect slider right on the inside corner, getting Belt looking, who homered in his 1st at bat, punched out here in his 3rd at bat.
First time that Garrett has touched 10 strikeouts in a game since May 10th of 2015.
Still work to be done. A dangerous hitter at the plate, though.
Career high is 11. Longoria takes a strike. He's touched 11 3 times in his career. Gorey fouls it back. No balls, 2 strikes.
102 pitches thrown. That was still a firm fastball from Richards. Talked about his average fastball velocity coming into the game, 95.9 miles per hour. He's been consistent right around there the entire game. Best fastball, been 97. 77 mile an hour curveball, his slowest pitch. Pretty good differential, 20 miles per hour difference between his slow curve and fastball.
Nasty slider coming here. That little cut fastball. Well, he doesn't throw a cut fastball, but it cuts like a cut fastball
every time. Is that a cut or no? It's just a 4-seam fastball.
Be nice to see him match that career high in strikeouts.
And he got it.
Yes, he did. Number 11 on the night. Garrett pumped up, strikes out the side. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. 2-2 game.
Inning effort, gets some high fives in that dugout. 11 strikeouts, ties a career high, just 1 walk, 104 pitches thrown for G. Ritz tonight. The need to establish himself as the ace. And speaking of outstanding, but Mike Trout coming to play. This is what he was able to do. His last at bat in the 3rd inning against Derek Collin. A curveball down, even though just a little bit out in front, still crushed that baseball. 106.7 miles per hour exit velocity. Launch angle, the impressive thing, 31 degrees, and end up going 415-foot shot by Trout. He's got a double and a home run so far.
Derek Collin coming off at a 1-2-3 5th inning. He has 6 strikeouts, hasn't walked anybody. He's allowed 4 hits.
And you wonder if he's going to try to establish a high fastball or pitch him off the plate in throughout, whether it's a breaking ball or fastball. Not allowing Trout to get his arms extended.
And that's line to left field. Williamson has to come in on it. Makes the catch. 1 down.
With Justin Upton coming to the plate. Now it's time for Tools of the Trade, brought to you by Ram Trucks. Looking to see if he can make that adjustment. Back on April 6th, he was able to get those hips and going straight forward towards the plate. Last night, open up those front hips. It creates a different launch angle for Justin Upton, unable to make contact back on April 6th. That ball was covered and out of the ballpark when he stayed back. Those hips were straight towards the pitcher. He's been pulling off on pitches, and that brings your hands down and difficult to catch a high fastball.
Oh for 2 tonight with 2 strikeouts.
Just like we talk about with pitchers, that front shoulder open up, same thing for a hitter. If those hips open up too quickly, it's tough to keep that bat back as far as your swing path. And Eric Kinski, the new batting coach for the Angels, has him trying just to stay back and think big part of the field right now. And that's the best way to get yourself back, as far as keeping that hip tucked in and driving towards the middle of the field instead of opening up.
Justin 0 for his last 16 with the 0 for 2 tonight.
By the way, Trout hit that ball pretty good again.
Yeah. 107 miles per hour off the bat. 2-1 now.
So that's the thing. Sometimes we talk about that exit velocity. That was hit harder than the home run, but it was the launch angle that created to be able to get the distance for that baseball to go 415 feet.
Upton reaches for it, hooks it foul. '87 pitches thrown by Holland. 58 strikes.
Tell you what, he's been really under control throughout this game. He's made a couple of mistakes, couple home runs hit against him. But Bruce Bochy has to be really happy.
He's been under control, unlike in the past where we saw him with Texas, a guy that can become erratic, overthrow the baseball and miss really wild.
Yeah, he's a high energy guy.
Bouncer foul, went back to the fastball.
And you see it is slightly pulled off on that swing too for Justin Upton. He will get locked back in, but for the moment, he's gotten that stride and hips are open up and unable to. That's a pitch normally he's going to hit a long way. You can see the frustration just as he walks away from the batter's box. But he'll get his timing together soon, and pitcher's going to be a lot of trouble when that happens.
Okay, foul off the screen. Pujols on deck. And he works the walk.
That was real close.
But that's the pitch that's been giving him a lot of trouble, is that fastball up.
And even though it's just a walk, that is, you're exactly right, Victor. That's a good take. He's had a tough time connecting with that pitch, and he's chased that pitch. He let that one go. You can see just slightly above the strike zone. Talked about that on the pregame show. We talked about it in the opening. A number of the Angels hitters were swinging at non-strikes, and that was a good take on a non-strike by Justin Upton. Now Albert has chased some pitches so far against Holland, especially in his last at bat. See if he can bring him in the strike zone here.
Quick throw to first. Justin's back. Pujols 0 for 2. Fly ball to center to strikeout. That's hammered, but way foul, and nobody up there thought they were getting a foul ball tonight.
Somebody make the play on that one?
Yes, they did.
Yes.
They had plenty of time to react. That's out in the middle of nowhere.
And it was made it back to my house in Chatsworth. Yeah, there's no way you were expecting a baseball up there.
A 1. That's driven out toward right center field. This one's got a chance to go. Albert's watching it go. Gone! Big fly for Albert Pujols. He goes up-o. And the Angels have a lead. It's 4-2.
The machine now 8 hits away from 3,000. You talk about changing the direction in a swing for pulling a baseball well foul to left and then homers to right center field. Stayed back on that. You talk about using that leverage, the lower half of the body. Albert did so. Getting hugs coming into that dugout. 3rd home run of the game for the Halos.
The first lead the Angels have had on the homestand. And it happens here in the 6th inning. It happens at a perfect time because Garrett Richards is the pitcher of record.
We talked about both of those guys getting hot last night in the last couple of swings, both with home runs. Trout, Pujols.
Cozart is 0 for 2, has a 1-ball, 1-strike count. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . That's line to left. Williamson has to come in on the sinking liner, and he'll make the running grab. 2 outs.
Let's go back to Albert Pujols' swing. Now it's time for the Coors Light refreshing finish. And what a finish it was on that pitch. Up and away. And Albert drives that one out to right center field. A no-doubter the other way for Albert Pujols, giving the Halos a 2-run lead with that perfect swing the other way. 8 hits shy of 3,000 for the machine. Home run number 618 for Albert.
And now with the 1,930 runs batted in.
That's a perfect swing.
Andrelton Simmons 1 for 2. He doubled down the right field line in the 4th.
Having that adjustment though, when you go back to Albert Pujols, pulls that pitch well on the upper deck, foul left side of the stadium, and then he goes right center field, well out with that home run. The adjustment made by Albert in the course of an at-bat.
That's line to left field. Williamson will make the catch, even though it looked like he lost it in the lights. He snagged all 3 here in the 6th inning, and all 3 were hit well. Alberts, nobody could catch other than a fan out in right center field. A 2-run blast that gives the Angels the 4-2 lead.
Mobile, Jesus Aguilar, a 13-pitch at bat, but with a tie score in Milwaukee, tie no more. The walk-off variety, what a great at bat, 13 pitches, and he drives it out for the walk-off variety for the Milwaukee Brewers against the Miami Marlins. Talk about fighting for that at bat and getting a productive at bat. That's exactly what Aguilar was able to do, walk-off variety.
We start the 7th with a new pitcher on the mound, as Garrett Richards done after 6. It's Jim Johnson replacing him, and he'll face the bottom 3rd of the order. Johnson pitching for the 11th time this year, 1-0 and a 3 ERA, 12 innings, 9 hits, 11 strikeouts.
I just loved his edge tonight, Richards.
Yep. Matching a career high with 11 punch-outs.
We talked about earlier the adjustments he made in his bullpen session with Charles Nagy, how he felt he was going to stay back and be more aggressive, yet stay mechanically strong.
Williamson drives one out toward left, Upton going back on it, and just shy of the track, pulls it in for the first out.
Left fielder's been busy for the last 4 outs. Tell you what, Williamson's a strong man.
Yes, sir. Tearing it up at AAA. Homered last night.
Derek Holland, after that 2-run home run, now finds himself behind in this game on Albert's swing to right center field.
Crawford 0 for 2.
His only walk of the game. Scores before that home run.
One, two. Down goes Crawford.
That's a power sinker to get a swing and miss. The pitch before just missed the inside corner, and he comes back with that two-seam power sinker to get a swing and miss. Great pitch by Jim Johnson.
Two quick outs, nobody on. Nick Hundley coming up. Giants catchers 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. One ball, no strikes. Rivera wants an appeal. Joe doesn't bother with it. Not automatic.
No.
All plate umpires call.
Another good sinker.
One and two.
Good life on his fastball here for Johnson.
There's a 1-2-3 shutdown inning. Rivera will apply the tag. And we will head to the bottom of the 7th. The Angels leading it 4-2.
Game, the finale of this 3-game set against the Giants. Johnny Cueto on the mound has been very good so far in 3 starts, 1-0 with a 0.45. Ami Barria making his 2nd start. He won in his major league debut. His ERA, same, 0.45. Went 5 innings, just 1 hit allowed, 3 punch-outs. He has a plus changeup. And Cueto, for the many different varieties of deliveries of the pitch, the hesitation and the quick pitch.
New pitcher off for the Giants here at the bottom of the 7th. It's Corey Guerin. This will be his 8th appearance of the season. No 1 with a 450 earned run average. He has 1 save, 9 strikeouts, 4 walks, and 6 innings of work. And Guerin's going to face the bottom 3rd of the order. Marte, Young, and Rivera. And actually, it's going to be Valbuena pinch hitting for Jeffrey Marte to start off the 7th inning. Jeffrey finishes the game going 1 for 2 with a solo home run.
See that arm angle, he'll throw it. Guerin. His fastball is going to be, generally is going to be 89-94. Throw a slider and a changeup. Changeup there, first pitch.
He's at 262 on the year. 3 home runs, 8 runs batted in, 1 for 2 with an RBI as a pinch hitter this year. Shift on. Oh, short arm action. 1 ball, 1 strike. Guerin, 32-year-old. Tennessee native, replacing Derek Holler, who went 6 innings, struck out 6, walked 1, but gave up 3 home runs, 2 solo shots, and a 2-run blast.
Overall, pretty solid effort outside of those home runs for Holland tonight.
2-1.
A lot of career decisions against the Angels. 10-8 in his career coming into the game. ERA over 5 though.
Guerin was really good for the Giants last year. 68 appearances, 4-3 with a 1.99 earned run average. A bunt, foul. He had it. But Longoria playing back towards shortstop. Gets it down. It's an infield base hit.
That was a great decision by Valbuena. You got to get on base to try to add on here. He has the ability to hit the ball out of the ballpark, but if you're going to be given an opportunity for a bunt base hit, you got to take it.
Outside with a breaking ball. Full count. Chris Young on deck, then Rivera. 2 runs, 5 hits, 4 left on for San Francisco. 4 runs, 5 hits, 2 left on for the Angels. And he got him. Took something off. 1 down. Hey, join your Angels next Saturday with the Yankees in town. It's a 6:07 start. Stay to enjoy a post-game Saturday night fireworks show presented by Wells Fargo. For more information on tickets, just go over to angels.com. Angels will be on national TV next Saturday and Sunday. Those both are Yankee games. Young takes a strike. He's 0 for 2 with 2 punch-outs.
Been pitched inside a lot, whether it's breaking balls or fastballs so far.
Lays off. Did not go.
Young with 10 career home runs against the Giants.
Skies this one on the right side. Belt moving over. 2 down. So Rivera will come up. He's 0 for 2. Ground out and a strikeout looking.
Tell you what, Victor, he did an outstanding job working with Richards tonight.
That's a tough pitch to hold up on. Running fastball down and in on a right-handed batter.
Especially that arm angle from a right-handed pitcher coming at you as a right-handed batter. You're not seeing that baseball easily out of that hand. As a left-handed batter, you have a better chance. At least a longer opportunity to see the baseball.
Two one. This one out toward left center field. Got it toward the end of the bat. Williamson is over. And the Angels down in order. We're off to the 8th inning here at the Big A. Halos trying to snap that 4-game losing streak on top 4-2.
First lead of this homestand for the Halos as they're up 4-2 over the Giants here tonight as we head to the top of the 8th. Welcome back outside. Kent and Jose with you. Don't forget, following this one, it's Angels Live, presented by your SoCal Mazda dealers. Join us along with Alex Curry for other stats, highlights, interviews. Jose, we got a lot to talk about tonight. Kicking it off with G. Rich throwing like an ace the Halos needed tonight.
Imagine that career-high 11 strikeouts, and also good to see him go out there and just play catch and hit that glove. And also for the Angels, again, home runs came into today leading the American League. And 3 more, Marte, Pujols, and of course, Mike Trout.
Yeah, Albert Pujols, a 2-run shot, giving the Angels their first lead of the series. It's all part of the postgame show. Now let's send it back inside to Victor and Gooby, guys.
Thanks a lot, Frenchie. As we start this 8th inning, Jose Alvarez takes over the bump. 12th game, 1-0 mark through 9 1/3 innings. He's going to face the top of the order in Panic, Blanco, and McCutcheon. Valbuena, of course, stays in the game over at first base. Oh, 1 count. Panic tonight 0 for 3. Breaking ball out toward right. Chasing Trout back. He calls off Young. Onto the track, 1 down.
Again, we saw some real good communication throughout this game amongst the outfielders for the Angels, with Trout, with Chris Young, and also earlier with Justin Upton. As a center fielder, you control the outfield. You're the quarterback of the defense in the outfield, and Trout has been very solid. Almost made an unbelievable play against Belt back in the 2nd inning.
So in this case, he is the Nick Foles.
Yes.
Pinch hitter coming up. Austin Jackson will replace Gregor Blanco. And Sosha calls time. Blake Wood loosening. So that's going to be it. One batter. Alvarez retires him. Pitching, or I should say the pinch hitter coming up. Back to the bullpen we go. 4-2 Halos. Mike Sosha swaps out pitchers. Jose Alvarez gets his job done. 1/3 of an inning. And Blake Wood takes over. This will be his 13th appearance of the year. Pitched Thursday against Boston. Went 1 inning. Gave up a run on 2 hits.
By the way, speaking of great pitching, Sean Manaea.
Yeah.
No hits. The Boston Red Sox tonight up in Oakland.
Walked Andrew Benintendi with 2 outs, and then fell behind Hanley Ramirez 2-0, and threw him a changeup, and Hanley got himself out.
He'd avoided the bases loaded throughout the game.
He's a different guy. We saw him
on
opening day. He is a different guy, or in the opening series, I should say. A lot of cutters in. Whatever that conversation was with Randy Johnson in spring training, it certainly has worked. Austin Jackson, 212 average. He had the start last night. And that was out in center field. Ended up going 1 for 5 with a single and an RBI.
Trout moving now, getting a signal out from Dino Ebel where to be situated in the outfield. See, the outfielders are kind of bunched up. A lot of room on each line, right field and left field line against Jackson. Trout looking in again to see where to go now with the 0-2 count. Now moving slightly towards right center field. Dino Ebel controlling that. I don't know how he fouled that one off.
Cal remains at 0-2. McCutcheon on deck. Boy, that was in on the hands. You talk about in his kitchen. Somehow fought it off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Blake's overthrown a couple of pitches here in this plate appearance. Called strike 3. Down goes Jackson. 2 outs.
Good adjustment there by Blake Wood. Paints that fastball at 95. Perfect location, brings that back. Shot by Rivera, just keeping that glove right there.
Two outs, nobody on. Here's McCutchen. 0 for 2. 2 strikeouts and a walk. Two balls, no strikes. The Angels in the bottom of the 8th inning have the top of their order coming up. Kinsler, Trout, and Upton. Sam Dyson. I think he's been getting ready for the Giants. Former Ranger. Now Wood falls behind at 3-0.
Is that leaves at 8:50.
3-1.
This part of the lineup right now, if you're Blake Wood, you're going to be more apt to try to challenge him. Even though McCutchen has great power, you have to go after him here.
You don't want to bring up, even though Sandoval's off to an incredibly slow start, bring up the tying run. Put yourself in that situation. He walked him. 2-out free pass brings up that tying run in Sandoval. Hey, watch every out-of-market regular season game live at home, in the office, or on the go with MLB.tv. Your subscription includes MLB at Bat Premium, allowing you to watch live baseball on your favorite supported devices. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Go to MLB.tv for details. Well, the light wave is in full effect here.
Yes,
at the Big A. It's been a while since, we've seen this glow. Sandoval is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Wood again falls behind at 1-0. By the way, that was Sean Manaea's first career complete game.
Well, you might as well get your first complete game.
No question.
Get it all over with. Shutout, no hitter, and move forward.
1-1.
I'll tell you what, I'm even impressed with him. You saw him in that series against the Angels. He is tough.
Almost has a Sid Fernandez type of delivery, where it's that 3/4, kind of hides a little short arm, and it bears in on right-handers.
He could ride that fastball upstairs.
Breaking ball hooked into the corner. McCutchen racing around, headed toward third base. He's going to be waved around. Sandoval in at second with an RBI double. It's a 1-run game, and that's why you don't mess around with walks with 2 outs. You put yourself in those situations. Tying run now at second base.
We've seen Sandoval, even though his numbers aren't there so far this season, and certainly in this game, you don't want him up in that spot, and he came through. And now pinch runner. He went down and got this breaking ball, lower part of the strike zone. He chased the one before because it was in the dirt, but that's the lower part of the zone, and that is his happy spot. And he hooked it in the corner. Second double, 5th RBI.
Long conversation. Keenan Middleton loosening in the bullpen. 4-3 now. Sandoval picks up his second double. 5th run batted in. And the Giants faithful all of a sudden have come to life here in the 8th inning. So they're going to potentially walk Belt here. There goes Belt. Longoria will come up. I wonder if Socha goes to Middleton now. Yep, sure enough. That's enough of Blake Wood. 16 pitches, 9 strikes, 7 balls. And we'll have ourselves yet another pitching change here in the 8th. 4-3 Angels. He's looking for a 4-out save. Unfortunately, Mike Socha having to go back out to the bullpen as Blake Wood's unable to get the job done here in the 8th inning. The tying run will be standing at second base. The go-ahead run at first base with 2 outs. This will be 10th game for Keenan. He's really thrown the ball very well this year. 10 2/3 innings, 9 strikeouts, 4 walks. Has allowed 9 hits, a couple of which were in that non-save situation earlier this week. But you're looking for a guy to come in here, especially facing a very good veteran hitter, Nevin Longoria, to make sure you get ahead and make Longoria get himself out.
Yeah, and he's got that good fastball. He can rush it up there 95 to 99. Very good swing and miss breaking ball, and his changeup very good. But it's a dangerous hitter here. Already with a couple hits in the game, so you have to think in terms of perfect first pitch, get ahead, and then try to get him to swing it non-strikes.
Longoria 2 for 3 game with a couple of singles.
See where the outfield is situated. Up the plane pretty shallow in left. Trout, that medium, and then Chris Young, pretty solid arm in right field in case there is a hit.
Who's the pitch run? One ball, one strike. Gorkis Hernandez, the pinch runner, very good base runner. Plays Sandoval.
That's good scoop on that pitch, overthrown by Rivera. Middleton a little bit too much on that fastball. Rivera picked him up with a scoop.
Two balls, one strike, 2 on, 2 outs. That's a great pitch. 97 down and away.
How often we said the best pitch in baseball, that located fastball. He just barely got a piece of that pitch. Now you got to be ready just in case the fastball way to hit towards you if you're Chris Young out in right field.
This is the pitch you want to get him on. You don't want the base runners getting a head start. A 3-2 situation. Now the 2-2. Foul back. Longoria on that fastball. Gooby, everything for the most part has been away against Evan.
He's pretty good up and away.
Another 2-2. Swing and a miss. Down goes Longoria. We head to the bottom of the 8th with the Angels up 4-3.
Bottom of the 8th inning. Keenan Middleton came in against a very good hitter, and Evan Longoria challenged him on the outside part of the plate with a fastball at 97 to get a swing and miss. Part of a 15 strikeout performance for Angels pitchers tonight, which is a season high. Perfect spot, got it by him, and the big punch out for Middleton, trying to get that 4-out save. Love to see him get some extra runs to work with here at the top of the order for the Angels right now.
They'll have a new pitcher on the mound. San Francisco will. Sam Dyson takes over. This will be his 8th appearance. No record. 6.14 ERA, 7 1/3 innings, 4 strikeouts, no walks, having allowed 9 hits.
And his fastball sinking, hard sink. 92 to 96. We'll throw a cutter, a curve, and a slider. Occasional changeup, although he's thrown more changeups of late.
Traded to the Giants last year from Texas.
It's a pretty good energy in this ballpark here tonight.
Kessler shows bunt. And takes a strike.
See that movement on his fastball, that two-seamer that Dyson has.
Change of scenery for Dyson helped him. He was really struggling out of the gate with Texas last year. Had an ERA over 10 before they moved him to San Francisco. Pitched to a 4.03 earned run average through 38 games last year with San Fran. Ground ball over to short. Crawford is there. Also had a 38 save season for the Rangers in 2016. But then that was it. It kind of all fell apart for him.
Start overthrowing it. When you overthrow your sinker and it has that lateral movement, you're going right to the barrel of the bat. Trout with some pretty good success against Dyson. 4 for 9. That's a 444 batting average. Hit the ball hard 3 times tonight.
Still playing that shift on him. Mike takes a strike. Double home run and a fly ball to left. More of a line drive to left. Double for Trout in the first inning is 4th. The home run is 8th.
Goes to his two-seam fastball very often, a right-handed batter on the 1-1 count. There it was. That's some serious movement. And for Trout right now, if you go on what the reports are on Dyson, 2-1 count, and throw a fastball about 85% of the time.
Bounces this one over the head of Longoria, off the glove. That's a fair ball. Trout's going to head to second base. He's got himself a double. Longoria wondering if that ball was fair. I'm sure he'll ask. Mark Ripperger, the third base umpire, making the call.
It's a tough call too for an umpire. See where Longoria is located and right down the line. And he's right there.
Yep.
Ripperger had a great view of that one.
All it's got to do is just go over one part of the bag, any part of the bag, and it's a fair ball.
I'll tell you what, he was in perfect position to make that call. Trout a second double to go along with his home run. Again, with that movement on Dyson's fastball, I would not be surprised if Trout can time this, try to steal third. Panic's trying to keep him close.
Third 3-hit game for Trout. Back-to-back multi-hit games now. There's up to 2 strikeouts and a walk. He has scored a run.
Just 1 for 7 against Dyson in his career. You would think you'd be a better match, especially that power sinker down and up that's very good on a low fastball. See if he can stay back on this one. Pretty good arms in the outfield here for the Giants, so it's going to be important for Trout to get that good secondary lead to score on a base hit.
They're all playing. Sorry, Gary's somewhat shallow as well.
So far, Dyson's did a nice job as far as holding the baseball and bearing this look back to second. As Trout's trying to time him. If you have a pitcher that looks once and goes home, you'll see that as a base runner and you'll go.
Takes off. Pitch, a strike to throw down. It gets away from Longoria, and Trout's going to try to score. Well, he stopped.
Hopefully he's okay. I don't know what happened as far as he landed on him. Trout looks like he's in some discomfort, and Mike Scioscia wants to know if he was, when he fell on him there, was it on purpose or not to keep him from trying to score?
Adam Neville is going to come out and check out Mike.
It's like we thought he might try here. And a good throw. They got a shot at him.
So I just think that's incidental contact.
Yes, I think so too.
Went to go after the ball.
I don't know if Trout got hurt when he was trying to go back to the base. Third stolen base. That's a 10th stolen base of the season for the Angels. They've not been caught. The only team in baseball with 10 stolen bases or more and not been caught once. Trout seems to be okay. I think it was more of that quick stop to go back to the base. Good decision by Trout to do so. And it's not easy for a catcher to throw out a base runner with Dyson with that movement he has on his pitches. But Hundley had a clear throw down to third, a perfect throw, and he's got a shot at it. Infield in now for the Giants.
One-two count on Upton. Good thing is Trout's all right. So it appears.
Trying to rush that fastball up. We've seen that a lot. And if you're Upton right now, you're looking for a pitch to hit deep in the air. Just a pitch you can hit in the air.
Dyson ready. Here comes the 2-2. Full count. You were saying about sinker ballers trying to overthrow.
Yep.
Even worse, trying to elevate.
It's so hard to do that. You really have to drop your elbow to create that leverage to get that pitch upstairs. And now, back-to-back at-bats, Upton has not chased the high fastball so far. Walked his last at-bat and scored before Albert hit a two-run home run.
Pujols on deck. Here comes the 3-2. And he walked up. So back-to-back plate appearances for Upton, drawing the walk.
Again, it's just 2 walks, but that's still 2 really good at-bats for Upton as he's tracking the baseball better. And Albert back in the 6th after Upton walked last time up. Albert, 2-run home run to right center field. 618th career home run. Hit number 2992 for Pujols.
The second multi-walk game for Upton this year. He had a 3-walk game against Texas on April the 10th. Runners at the corners. 1 out. Trout at third. Upton at first. Albert 1 for 3. 2-run home run in the 6th inning. At that point, snapped the 2-2 tie. Gave the Angels a 4-2 lead. San Francisco got one back in the 8th off Blake Wood. First one, ground over to third. Longoria goes to second. Wheeler to first, inning-ending double play, and we head to the 9th inning. The Angels clinging to a 1-run lead. losing streak. Let's go up to the Coliseum. We mentioned Sean Manaea trying to complete his first no-hitter, first complete game of his career against the Boston Red Sox tonight. Got Hanley Ramirez on a 2-0 pitch to ground into a fielder's choice. And Manaea, who's had a spectacular season to date, notches the 7th no-hitter in Oakland A's franchise history.
I think that what, 108 pitches?
Yep.
Outstanding.
Keenan Milton struck out Evan Longoria to finish off the 8th inning. You get Williamson, Crawford, and Hundley, the bottom third of the order for San Francisco here in the 9th. First one in for a strike. Williamson tonight 0 for 3, a fly ball to right, a pop up to first, and a fly ball to left.
If you're going to get that call in that outside part of the plate, you got to live there if you're Keenan, especially with that command of his fastball.
Off the plate. One ball, one strike. Check swing. Looked like he may have gone around. Did not. Still Gettings over at first. Off speed in there. Change piece, 2-2. You got to gear up for 97, and all of a sudden a hitter's count. I think that's the pitch that's been most effective for Middleton this year. Came into play tonight with 4 saves. 2-2. Ground ball left side. Simmons has it. Off balance throw. A good one, but an infield base hit.
Tell you what, he got a lot on that throw over the first. The jump throw. He knew he had to get everything he could on that one with Williamson running down the line. Good speed. Great range, got rid of it quickly, and he's able to beat it out though. A lot on that throw, but beat it out. Talked about Williamson, his power and his ability to run also.
Crawford 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a ground out. One and one. Not a big lead at all for Williamson at first base. 1-1. Crawford laid on it. 1-2.
Good fastball once again for Keenan.
Got him with the off-speed pitch. Down goes Crawford.
You know what? That's a great changeup. When you have that feel for that pitch, you're talking about speed variations from 97 to 88, and his curveball also at a different speed. What a perfect pitch. He's trying to gear up to a fastball well out in front, could not make contact.
16th strikeout for the Angels staff tonight. Nick Hundley at the plate. 1 for 3, a single and 2 punch-outs.
That's slider, 87 mile an hour breaking ball. Certainly a guy you can get a double play with. He's a ground ball and an infielder.
Foul back off of Joe West. Didn't even flinch.
He did the flex move right there.
No balls, 2 strikes. Infield base hit for Williamson. He stands at first. He's the tying run. 4-3 Halos trying to snap that 4-game losing streak. Keenan's ready. Back, good hack by Hundley. Pitch up and away.
And if it's down and away, there's no contact maybe. He's just trying to punch that ball to right field. Evan Longoria struck out against Middleton to finish off the 8th inning. That's a pretty good take, especially when you're dealing with a pitcher with that type of fastball.
Sets up the changeup, perhaps. 1-2 count after going upstairs at 96. See where Rivera's set up. Fastball away. 2-2.
Samardzija pitched very well last night, looking on.
20 pitches thrown by Keenan, 13 strikes. Start for Samardzija, his first of the year last night, picked up the W. Giants have the top of their order, and Joe Panik on deck. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 1-run lead for the Angels. Got him! Down goes Hundley, 2 outs. There's that off-speed pitch.
That was a nasty slider. So he's got a strikeout on a changeup, and look how sharp that breaking ball is. Well, he calls it a curveball. That's the speed of a slider, so you can classify it as a slurve, a combination slider curve for the swing and miss.
Still work to be done here because Panik has the flair for the dramatic. Williamson at first. Simmons shading toward the middle. Here's the first one. Fouled back, and he had a good rip on that high fastball. Panik took what, Kenley Jansen back days, home runs, Dodger Stadium early this year. Tight games. 0 for 4 tonight. 2 fly ball outs, a strikeout and a ground out. Valbuena holding Williamson on at first. Oh, 1. 0-2.
Good light there on that fastball.
downstairs. 1-2.
Pitch number 24, still firm at 97.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Fouled off.
He's able to stay alive on that changeup. Two very good managers looking on, very successful managers looking on a tight game here. 4-3, Angels leading here in the ninth.
This will be the 26th pitch. Fouled off again.
He tried that fade changeup.
Infield base hit Williamson to start this ninth inning. The back-to-back strikeouts of Crawford and Humble. Truth is exactly what a closer loves to have happen here with the 2-strike count, 2 outs in the ninth inning. A meeting. I'm sure he's soaking it all in.
Yes.
With all the words of wisdom.
I'll tell you what, this has been a real good game. It's a lot of energy in this ballpark.
One, two, downstairs. Nice dig by Rivera. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
No doubles defense out in center and in right field. Panic at the plate, left-handed swing.
See what Keenan decides to do here. 2-2. Ground ball to third should do it. Kozart's got it. Goes across the diamond. Light that baby up as the Angels finally snap that losing streak. It ends at 4. They pick up the victory tonight. 4-3 the final.
What an effort by this entire team. 3 home runs. The Angels now 27-9 when Pujols and Trout homer in the same game. Keenan Middleton picks up his 5th save. Team effort here tonight. Now it's time for the Land Rover Above and Beyond Player of the Game. We were waiting to talk about this one from Garrett Richards. What an effort tonight. 6 very good innings. Gave up 2 runs, 11 punch-outs, ties a career high, and just 1 walk. They needed the ace to step forward, and the ace did so tonight in Garrett Richards, picking up his 3rd victory, 3-0 on the season for G. Rich.
A little bit of a nail-biter there at the end with San Francisco scoring 1 in the 8th inning, but the long ball prevalent tonight. A couple of solo shots by Trout and Marte, and then, of course, Albert Pujols with the 2-run blast out to right center field. Albert now 8 hits shy of the career 3,000 hit plateau. Garrett Richards picks up the W. Well, Derek Holland, who did pitch well, ends up taking the loss as the Angels pick up the victory tonight by the final of 4-3. Albert Pujols continuing to creep up a lot of lists as far as milestones. He is down on the field with Alex Curry.
Albert, this team needed a big win tonight. What impressed you about this way the team bounced back both at the plate and on the mound?
It's a long season. I know it's been tough the last couple of nights, but we got Garrett Richards. He threw the ball pretty well. He made 1 mistake, you know, and after that he just calmed down and made some pitch and get out of the inning and give us a chance to win. So it was a huge win for us tonight.
It was also the first night this homestand that we saw consistent offense. What was the difference for this team at the plate?
Hey, you know, we don't try to change our approach. I mean, we go in our hittings meeting, the things that we need to do, and we approach the pitcher, and then we make adjustment during the game. But like I said, you know, it's a long season. It's been tough the last 4 games, but at the end of the night tonight, we come up with a win.
Now, Keenan Middleton came in with a huge 4-out save. What's it been like watching him really step into that closer role?
It's awesome, you know. I mean, no pressure. He don't have no fear. He go out there whenever we need it and make some good pitch. I mean, the line on the other side is not really easy to pitch to, and he came through for us.
Congratulations on the big win.
Thank you.
Well, the Angels turn things around here tonight thanks to a big 4-out save from Keenan Middleton and 3 home runs. But don't go anywhere, because we'll be right back with Kent French and Jose Mo to break it all down next on Angels Live.